So the problem number 1, it consists of a rectangle. The size of the rectangle is 120 and 60. Let us draw. So in AutoCAD, the first step is, as usual, we will go for units. Press enter. Make sure you have 2 decimal points and the unit is millimeter. Next we will go for rectangle. So the rectangle will start from 0, 0 and we will draw a rectangle for a A3 size, which is 420, 297. So now we will go for zoom, press enter and A all. So here we will try to draw that rectangle. The rectangle is having 60 and 120. So go to your rectangle command, type rectangle or EC, press enter. Somewhere here I am going to start here. Let me click once, move your cursor, just enter the value. The value it shows is x-axis, so 60, press tab, y-axis is 120, and press enter. So this is my rectangle. Next, so inside you have another rectangle, something with a curve. The rectangle size is 5. You can able to see it is 5 mm distance. So to draw that rectangle, instead of drawing a rectangle, we use a command called as offset. So here, this is the command which indicates offset. Click that command. Now it is asking you what is the offset distance. My offset distance is 5. Enter 5, press enter. Now it is asking to select the rectangle which you have to offset. Select the rectangle. Move your cursor where you want the offset, whether you have to have inside or outside. When I move my cursor, you will get 2 options, whether you need the offset inside or outside. We need inside, so move your cursor inside and click it. So when click, it will create the offset. Press enter to exit the command. Now we have a fillet. The radius of the fillet is 5. So go for fillet, F-I-L-L-E-T, fillet. Press enter. First I have to go for a radius. Click R and press enter. The radius is 5. Specify 5. Press enter. Now you select the edges of the rectangle, this first edge and second edge. Press enter to enable the command again. Second and third. Enter. This 2. Enter and the last 2. So this completes that shape. Next you have another small rectangle which is a door knob, but the door knob is multiplied that it is at the midpoint. The dimension of the door knob is not given. So let us draw a simple rectangle at some specified dimension. I will go for rectangle. I will draw somewhere, click, drag it. Okay, let me consider I have to draw for 4 and 6. Okay, that is my door knob. So press enter to confirm. Now you put a cross. So just connect it diagonally by clicking line. This is my doorknob. This doorknob should be at a distance of 7.5 from the mid of this. So what do you do? Let me go for a line. Move my cursor until I get this triangle symbol. If you don't get this symbol, go to OSNAP settings. Enable this midpoint. So only when this is enabled, you can able to see that triangle. So now let me move that so you get the triangle. Click once, move my cursor on what direction, enter 7.5 and press enter. So this is the point where this knob center has to be connected. So now select the knob alone. Selecting the knob. Now let me go to move command, click move command. It is asking the base point is the center point. So from here, move and keep it at the center of this. Okay. Now you can delete that reference line, what I have drawn. Select and delete. So this completes the first diagram. Now we will try to draw the second diagram. The second diagram shows like this. So you have two circles which is at the radius of 30 and 7.5. So the scale factor, neglect the scale factor, it was wrongly printed. So you just draw to this proper dimension. So it is 7.5 and 30. So let me draw two circles. So the first circle is 7.5. The second circle with the same center point, it is 30. So these are the two circles which I have drawn. So make sure the radius is what we have entered. Now from the circle of here, I am going to draw a straight line so that we will get a point here. So let me draw a line from here straight to the top. This is the point. Let me press enter. So now there is one axis here. This axis is mentioned as 120 degree with respect to horizontal. So I want to draw such that it is 120 degree. So to get that, I will enable this polar. I will enable polar array. So polar tracking. Make sure 30, 60, 90 is selected in the tracking. Now let me go for a line. From here I am going to draw a line. So just move my cursor accordingly so that I get 120 degree. So at 120 you can able to see a line, so a green line. So that is what I want. So just click somewhere at a particular distance. Similarly, I need one more line which is perpendicular to this line. So again with the same polar tracking on, I am just moving it. So this is not perpendicular. See. So this is perpendicular. I'm able to see. So this angle is perpendicular. Okay, which is 150 towards downward direction. Okay, let me click. So these are the two lines. So to make sure to confirm this, let me select these two lines and I will change the color of this line. Change it to some red color. In the diagram, the lines is shown as a dotted lines, straight lines. Okay. To draw that, go to this layer properties. You have this type of line. Click other. Go to load. Select dashed line. So you have dashed line somewhere here. Let me click the dashed line. Click OK. Then OK. Now you select these two lines, which you have to make it as a dashed line. Then go to layers, select the dashed. So you get that dashed line, similar to the diagram. So this line is not required now. Let me click and delete that line. Now from here there is a radius. The radius is 40. So I am going to draw a circle from here. The radius of the circle is 40. So I want only this part. So I will go for trim command, TR, press enter, remove whichever is not required. So I need only up to this, that is enough. Okay, only this part. Now let me select this, change the thing to dashed line and the color to red color. So this is the thing which we have drawn. So if I consider this line, so this line is having a radius of 40. Okay, the other one, the line with respect to this is at a radius of 20. So the offset is 10. So 10 mm offset, I can able to draw the same curve on both sides. So again I go for offset command, type offset, press enter. Now the distance is 10, specify 10, press enter. Select this curve, move my cursor to this direction. I want here 10, click. Again select the curve, move it towards other direction. I want it here 10. Click. Then press enter to end the command. Now you select this two, change the color to bilayer and change it to normal bilayer. Okay, this is my thing. Now what we do, we will draw a circle with respect to that. Go to circle. This is the center point of the circle. We will draw a circle for this. So we have one more circle. Go to the circle. This is the center point. I will draw up to this. Let me trim this. Go for trim. Trim the curves inside. So this is the curve which we require. So this part is over now. Now think about it. So you have this curve. Okay, this is 40 plus 10, which is 50. You have this, which is 60. So 60 and 50, if you subtract, you will get 10. So the offset of this two is 10. So from here to here is 10. So I am going to create one more offset for 10 and 10. So go for offset again. Click enter. So offset distance is 10. Okay, press enter. Now you select this one, offset it on the top. Select this curve, offset it on the top, and this curve, offset it on the bottom. Okay, like this. So this is my offset of that particular curve. So you can able to see that. So this is the curve which we have offsetted. So you can able to see there is another semicircle here at this location. So go here. I don't want this offset actually. I will delete this. I will delete this offset. Instead, I will draw a line, and based on that line, I will draw a semicircle. So go to line. So from here, I will draw a line up to this. This is just for our reference, we have drawn that line. Okay, so this line is drawn. Now we will go for a circle. From the center, we will draw a circle like this. Let us trim that. Go for trim. Trim this part, this part, this part. Okay, and you also not require that line, reference line. I will delete that also. Okay, press enter. So this is my part. So it is similar to this, right? So the last thing is I have to connect this with the other circle. To do that, we use a command extend. So this will extend the curve where up to the boundary. So let me click extend, press enter, select this curve. So you can able to see that is connected to that particular boundary. Select it. Now go to trim. Trim whichever is not required. So these objects you can able to trim. So this completes the diagram, second diagram. So similar to that. Let us move on to the third diagram. The third diagram, you should give a scale of 10:1. So we will try to draw with a scale of 10:1. First, we will try to draw this circles. The circle is 15.6 diameter and 23.4 diameter. So let me draw here. Go for circle diameter. First 15.6 diameter. The other one is 23.4. So 23.4 diameter. So this is the circle which we have drawn. Now based on this circle, there is two lines projected with respect to that. So let me go for a line. So from somewhere here. So if your O track is enabled, so this one, enable object track. So you can just drag this until you get somewhere. So from here I will draw a line like this, a straight line. Similarly, let me go to line. So from here I will draw a line straight to this. I am pressing the middle mouse button, drag and put it accordingly. So this is the other line. Now select these two lines, change the color if I required, and also change it to dash. So this is not dash, actually it's a center line. Okay, so this is related to center line. So you go to dash again, click other, click load, go to center line, select center, click OK. OK. Now you select this two, change it to a center line. If the line looks bigger, you can use a command called as line type scale. Type LT scale, shortcut is LT scale, press enter. The factor is 1 here, reduce it, let me go to 0.5. So you can able to see lots of lines with respect to that. Now I need this arc. It shows that the radius of this arc is 3.5, which is 35. So go to circle radius. From here I am going to draw a circle of 35. Select that, change it to center and also the color. Now this circle has to be trimmed. Go for trim option, TR. So remove whichever is not required. So this part is not required, only this is required. Now with respect to this, I have two circles, one at diameter 19.4, other at diameter 9.5. So wherever there is an intersection of this circle with respect to that. So let us go to that. So 19.4, let us concentrate on 19.4. Go to circle diameter. So from here, draw a circle for 19.4. Next, here you have 9.7. So go for circle diameter. From here, draw a circle for 9.7. Okay, those are the two circles. So again, there is another circle here which is 15.6, which is having a radius of 15.6. So go to circle radius. From here it is 15.6. Similarly, this radius is 11.9. So go for circle radius. From here it is 11.9. So these are the two circles. Now, so the only part is I have to connect these circles by means of some arc. The radius of the arc is 31.2. So this can be done by using fillet command. Go to fillet, press enter, go for radius R. The first radius is 31.2, type 31.2. Now select these two circles, you will get that arc. Similarly, this radius is 11.9. Again go to fillet, radius is 11.9. Select this two. Next, you have another fillet which is 27.2. Go to fillet again, radius 27.2. Select this and this. So now whichever is not required, we can able to trim. Go to trim, remove the unwanted arcs. So this completes our experiment. Now this completes our exercise. So complete the same by you in a single sheet and save it in a PDF file. Thank you.